Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to what is going to be part one of a 10-part series that I'm doing. I'm going to be playing through Halo CE on Legendary on the original Xbox. The reason I wanted to do this is because with all the excitement surrounding Halo Infinite, a lot of people getting back into Halo. I'm a really old school Halo gamer, pre-Microsoft buyout, Cortana letters, all that stuff. So I kind of took a break after Halo 5 because I wasn't really happy with the way the campaign was handled. You know, not that it was a bad game, just, personal feelings as far as after reading the books and everything as far as the story goes. So, but I've been getting really excited and want to get back into Halo, so I've been playing a lot lately. And with all the people doing YouTube videos of a lot of people who are new to the series and playing Halo CE for the first time, and I really like that. It's really cool seeing people experience the game for the first time. It makes me think about whenever I experienced it for the first time, discovering the game and all that. But I thought that I could bring a little bit of a different angle as a kind of a Halo veteran, and instead of playing through the game, from a new player's experience, play through the game from a veteran player's experience, and give live commentary with tips and tricks and shortcuts and stuff like that I learned from playing the game many times over and over again, and Easter eggs as well. Halo CE, for those that don't know, is packed full of Easter eggs. Once you put a lot of cool stuff in there for the players to find. So we'll be going through that, as much as we can. The other part of the equation is the hardware. All the videos that I see are people playing Halo CE on Master Chief Collection, which the version of CE that's in the Master Chief Collection is Halo Anniversary. And for those who don't know, Halo Anniversary is not based on the original Xbox version of Halo Combat Evolved. It's actually based on the 2003 Gearbox Studios PC port of Halo, and the reason they did that was because that version already had netcode for online play built into it, so they went with that one. The problem with that, and there's a lot of videos online, I'll link one in the description, but basically when Gearbox ported it, there was some mistakes made in the code that affected a lot of the game's graphics, bump mapping, color shading, stuff like when you shoot jackal shields or stationary Covenant shields, things looking flat and lifeless. Even Captain Keyes was an older character model in the Gearbox and therefore Anniversary and MCC versions. So he actually is a better looking character model in Halo C on the original Xbox than he is and what people are experiencing now. So I thought it'd be really cool to stream or do videos of myself playing the original Xbox version of the game, so that people could see what it really looked like. And to keep it true to that, I'm going to be playing it with the original Duke controller, what everybody calls the Duke. Me and my cousins, back when the game came out, we called it the Loaf because it felt like you were holding a loaf of bread. It was so big. But I'll be playing on that controller. So I've got a live webcam showing my original Halo Edition Xbox that I'm playing on, along with my games and a couple action figures, my Craig the Brute right here in the front, and of course the Duke controller that I'm gonna be playing on. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, let's get into it. So one way that you can tell that this is the original version, and this is my original copy of Halo Combat Evolved that I bought back in 2001 whenever The original Xbox shipped. This is the same copy I've had since 2001, all those years ago. One of the ways you can tell is at the main menu screen, it has game demos down here. I'm not going to click on it, but if you were to click on it, it would have demos for a lot of the early Xbox original games that launched with the system, some of which, ironically, Microsoft thought were going to be big hits, you know, more so than Halo, which obviously ended up not being the case. But we'll go right in. I'm going to create a new profile for this playthrough. So we'll go to settings, and then we'll hit Y and go to create new. I can't do my YouTube name, Grizzled Ancient, because there's not enough space. So I'm just going to do Old Grizzly. There we go. Let's go over here to done. And then I play on Southpaw. Ironically, it's kind of funny that I play all first-person shooters on console, Southpaw thumbsticks. And it's because of Halo. And the reason is because the very first time I ever played Halo was when the system first launched. My cousin bought the original Xbox with Halo. I went to his house and I played it over there, and Halo was the first game ever to have be a first-person shooter that you played with dual thumbsticks. So nobody really knew what the right or wrong way was. So my cousin was experimenting with it, and he had it set to Southpaw. And because that was the way I played it at his house, when I bought it myself, I played it that way as well. And because of that, I have always played first-person shooters on console, Southpaw. And my son, who is 19 years old now, is the same way. So another way that Halo has affected my life, my gaming life, in a big way. So these are the original controls: invert, flip sensitivity, blah blah blah. I just leave all that default. And then color, I always like the black. Save changes. So we'll go to campaign. And I want to say real quick, one of the cool things that I always loved about Halo 1, Halo CE, was the way it handled character profiles and the difficulties and missions. So this is my original Xbox. There's a lot of profiles on here. But basically you can tell, so this was one of my profiles. And each of those little shields at the bottom means that I beat the game on that difficulty. Now, it's not like new games where when you beat the game on the hardest difficulty, it gives you credit for all of the other ones. You got the shield for beating it on that specific difficulty. So if you went through and beat it the whole game on legendary, you would have nothing but legendary shields. So I beat, on this profile alone, I beat the game on all 3 difficulties. And then on this profile, or wait, this one, I beat it on all 3 difficulties. And so, obviously not all of these, but there's quite a few. So, I've beat this game on here a lot of times. So, but let's go right into it. And I'm going to let all the cutscenes and everything play out. There's a Easter egg right here at the beginning of the game, so we'll go through that.
Cortana, all I need to know is did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha.
Everyone, sir?
And Cortana. Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action stations. Fifth platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something that's so hot for that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir. Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all
It's so
personnel.
funny.
We are re-engaging the enemy.
A lot of people may not know this, but the original Halo was a lot of inspiration.
Greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close. This is gonna be your lucky day.
Was a lot of inspiration was taken from the movie Aliens, and you can see it in the assault rifle.
Sure. Right. Let's thaw him out.
You can see it in the
Okay.
Pelican
Bringing low-level
dropship.
systems online.
A lot of that
Cracking
stuff.
the case in 30 seconds.
But Sergeant Johnson specifically, you know, he wasn't a main character in this game. You know, he's
hot.
just another
Blowing the pins in
Marine.
5.
But he was based off of the Sarge from the movie Aliens. And if you go back and watch that movie, you can see it. You know, they're so similar. Which I love Sarge from the Aliens movies. Great character.
Come on, we gotta get the hell out of here.
So this is where this actually kind of starts our first Easter egg. So we're just gonna turn around from where you spawn and go back here. We're going to do what we call a crouch jump. So you have to jump and crouch to get up on top of these boxes. And then when you get up here, just wait about 20 seconds. Alright, that ought to be long enough. So we'll jump down. For those that don't know, in the lower difficulties of the game, if you start on anything but legendary, you have to go around here and calibrate your shields, go around here and calibrate if you want inverted or not, all that stuff. But on legendary, it assumes you already know how to do that and just takes you right into the game.
This way.
Oh.
I was never trained for this.
those blast doors! Move! Move! We got company!
Not me!
Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
Can't hide from me! Get clear, Chief!
Alert, all hands. Boarding parties on port decks 4, 7, and 12. Baker team, move to engage.
Now, real quick, I just want to point out one of the things about the difference between this version and the Master Chief Collection version is one of the things you can notice, because one of the things is the like textures, bump maps, and stuff like that. But if you look at like the detail, the depth, and the walls, stuff like that, you know, and the newer versions, you have to actually turn your flashlight on to see a lot of that stuff. But in this version, you see it all the time. And before we go in there, I'll just point out too, somewhat of an Easter egg is on this bulletin board. Before Bungie got bought out by Microsoft in 2001, they were based out of Chicago. So if you see, there's a for sale sign for their Chicago office on the bulletin board. So kind of cool. Anyway.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3. Make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the office. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a matter of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. Protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research. Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Alright. So real quick, just kind of move around the bridge a little bit. One kind of cool thing is you can drop down here and look out the bottom of the floor. I don't know why that's cool, but I always thought it was kind of cool. So the next part of the Easter egg where we jumped on the barrels is kind of an Easter egg in itself, which is that
We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship
You can
before it's
kill
completely overrun by Covenant.
Captain Keyes. So we're gonna get the assault rifle at the doorway. And then we're gonna come back. And we're gonna shoot Captain Keyes.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
And we're gonna try to hide just long enough to let the Marines, because there's invincible Marines.
Over here.
Oh, it's really hard to get past them because they're invincible and it's on legendary. So try it again.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken damage right there. It's gonna make this part harder.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
So I'm probably not gonna make it this time because my health is too low.
There's another one.
Oh, maybe no. The trick is trying to get them out of the that hallway. I don't want to spend too much time on this, so if we'll give it a couple more tries, and if that don't work, then we'll move on.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
Cover me. Don't let him get away.
Oh, I made it. Ooh. Oh no, he followed me in there. They never do that. Oh, I should have kept going.
We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant.
I'll try it again. Yeah, they don't follow you past that doorway, so that was very unusual.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
Can't hide from me.
Oh, see, and that's the problem. You always get stuck.
We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant. What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
I lost it. It's not over here. You can't.
Ew. Run! Okay, there we go. Alright. So this is the Easter egg, right here on the ceiling. Blood splatter in the shape of a heart with an M shot into it, and that stands for Meg, which was the fiance or wife of one of the Bungie developers when they made the game. So that's it for that Easter egg. So I'm going to go ahead and let them kill me, and then we'll play through like normal.
Everywhere. There it is.
Yeah, they're invincible. Alright. So...
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Lock and load. We got some.
So on Legendary, plasma weapons work the best against the Covenant. Oh. Or at least the elites, because of their shields. So what you want to do is drop their shields with something like a plasma pistol. Well, if I can hit a headshot. Another cool thing, difference between Halo CE and later games was, let me take out this guy real quick. So for one, in later games, when you charge up the plasma pistol, it would drain your battery. But in Halo CE, it doesn't. So, but you could also shoot, the plasma pistol is really effective. You can shoot it really fast in this game. So it was actually effective at stopping elites. Where's he at? I know he's in here. But also plasma rifles, plasma weapons in general, but especially the plasma rifle in this game would stun, and it actually works in multiplayer as well. So if you're using a plasma rifle and you start shooting enemy, whether it be Covenant or another human or another Spartan in multiplayer, their movement speed will actually slow because it stuns them. Like, it's almost like they're getting stuck. And then again, as old as this game is, it still looks really nice.
Look, a Mark V.
I don't see what the hell? Did something just hit us? Move it. To the airlock. Protect that boat.
Good old
Using
overshield.
our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards.
No sign of them.
Bungie did their own physics engine in this game, which is why if you ever play this game and then you play the later Halos, you notice that the Warthog in this game is way more slippery, I guess you could say. And it's because in the later games they used Havoc physics engine.
Get out. A Mark V.
Another thing is the blood decals and the anniversary and MCZ versions because of whatever graphical glitch that happened in the code with Gearbox don't look as bright as they do in this game. The Marine dialogue is awesome too. And there's so much of it. Like, you can play this game so many times and still hear new stuff. The death animations are great too. The way, like, sometimes when you'll shoot an elite, when he dies, his body will just go limp, but he'll keep shooting his plasma rifle at the ground. I've actually died to that before.
Keep your head down. There's two of us in here now, remember?
Ooh, they almost got me. Got him. That's hilarious. And for such an old game, the effects are still, like, nice. Like this, like the steam blowing out. Stuff like that.
Combat teams, Alpha through November. Pull out the nearest feedback station.
This part's a little tricky.
Covenant, on the landing above us.
Who wants a piece of me?
Oh, was that both of them? Nope. Nope. Oh. There you go. One more. You gotta be careful. These guys are so deadly on Legendary. There we go.
Combat team, Sierra to Victor. Prepare for evac.
Oh, that's another thing. The shields changing colors when they're hit by plasma weapons. They don't do that in the MCC version. Kind of the electric effects coming off of them.
All combat personnel, fall back to tertiary defensive positions. All hands, this is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Combat teams, repel boarders until ops personnel are away. Good luck. He's out.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening. Warning, blast doors closing.
I guess I should have let my flashlight charge a little bit. There it goes.
Combat teams on deck 7 and 8. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
A lot of times when you're in these maintenance access ways, whether it be the first mission or the last, the most immediate route may not always be the best, because it'll take you right into the enemies. A lot of times, if you look, there'll be other routes that will bring you around behind them. On lower difficulties, this door is kind of halfway open, and you have to melee it. It's kind of a tutorial thing to teach you how to use melee, but on Legendary, all the tutorial stuff is skipped, so that door is just open. Oh. Whew. That was close. I love the Halo 1 pistol so much.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
There's you, the chief. I always try to kill this guy before the explosion gets him. He died. The explosion triggers if you kill him. The explosion triggers at that moment. Nothing actually down here. I just like coming down here. I'm old school. I like exploring. Even though I've played this game a million times. Yeah. That was a stout grunt. So this one, I think if we go this way, we'll come around behind them. Yeah.
The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take. And I remember the first time playing this, the music. Oh, the music's so good. That militaristic style really got you into the action. Oh. I didn't know there was another one. And then this part, grenade lob. There's a reason they put all those grenades right there. Alright, I think that's it. There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
Oh no! Oh no! Ah!
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Ah, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
So that's going to do it for episode 1. I'll be uploading episode 2
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on
real soon.
I knew it! The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going
Thanks
in
for
manual.
watching. I appreciate it. And I'm going to let this play out.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.